Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Have you ever felt like giving up right when things feel the hardest? You've been praying, you've been waiting, you've been trying to stay faithful, but nothing seems to be changing. And you start thinking, what's the point? Is anything really happening? Did I miss something? Scripture Hebrews 10:35-36 says, "So do not throw away your confidence. It will be richly rewarded." You need to persevere so that when you have done the will of God, you will receive what He has promised. Devotional thought: discouragement has a way of attacking your confidence. It often arrives unannounced, a subtle shift in the atmosphere of your heart. It's a quiet whisper that tells you the road is too long, the mountain is too high, and the reward is too far away. It doesn't always shout. Sometimes it just settles in like a persistent fog, obscuring the path forward and making you forget the warmth of the sun. It targets more than just your energy, and more than just your patience. It aims directly for the core of your conviction, your belief that what you're doing actually matters. It attacks your sense of purpose, making your daily efforts feel small and insignificant. It tries to convince you that your obedience is unnoticed and your faithfulness is in vain. And in that vulnerable space, you start questioning everything. Is God really working in this situation? Is this struggle even worth it? Did I hear Him correctly in the first place? Should I just stop trying so hard? And slowly, almost imperceptibly, your confidence begins to fade. It's not a sudden collapse, but a gradual erosion. The solid ground of faith starts to feel like sinking sand. The vibrant colors of hope turn to shades of gray. This is the true danger of discouragement. It doesn't just make you tired. It makes you forget who you are and whose you are. It tempts you to lay down the very calling God has placed on your life, not because of a single great failure, but because of 1,000 small doubts. Deeper teaching. As we journey through seasons of waiting, it's easy to focus only on the surface of our faith. We might pray, we might hope, but the real test often lies in the depths of our conviction. This is where we find the deeper teaching, the kind that sustains us when the path feels long and the silence feels heavy. It's a lesson not just for the mind, but for the very core of our spirit, a truth that anchors us in the unseen. And within this deeper understanding, the Scripture gives us a powerful warning: do not throw away your confidence. Think about those words. Throw away. It implies a choice. Confidence isn't something that is stolen from us in the night. It's something we can possess, hold, and, in a moment of weakness, discard. It's something you can lose, not because God took it, but because the weight of discouragement, doubt, or weariness convinced you to let it go. It's a slow erosion, a quiet surrender that happens when we stop holding on to what we know is true. So what is this confidence we are urged to protect so fiercely? It's not just positive thinking or a self-generated belief that things will get better. It's not a feeling we must conjure up on our own. That kind of confidence is fragile, easily broken by the first sign of trouble. No, this is something far more substantial. It is a God-given assurance, a holy boldness rooted in the very character of God Himself. It's your unwavering trust that even when you cannot see it, God is working. He is active behind the scenes, orchestrating details you know nothing about, moving pieces on a board you cannot comprehend. His work is not limited by your awareness of it. God is faithful. His nature does not change. The promises He made yesterday are still true today. His faithfulness is the bedrock upon which our confidence can safely rest, a constant in a world of variables. And God will fulfill what He promised. Not maybe, not hopefully, but certainly. His word is a guarantee. This confidence is a forward-looking faith, a conviction that the story he is writing will have the glorious ending he has already declared. It is the quiet, resolute assurance that what he has started, he will bring to completion. Devotional expansion. The verse continues with a single, powerful instruction. You need to persevere. Let's pause on that word for a moment because it carries so much weight. That word matters. It's a cornerstone of the life of faith, yet it's so often misunderstood. We think of perseverance as a kind of heroic, gritted-teeth strength, a display of our own inner fortitude. But the Bible paints a different picture. Perseverance is not about feeling strong. It's about continuing even when you feel tired, weary, and unseen. It's the quiet, steady resolve to take one more step, not because you have the strength, but because you lean on a strength that is not your own. It's a gentle endurance, a patient remaining under pressure, fueled by hope in the promise. So what does this look like in our daily lives? It's choosing faith when you don't feel it. It's declaring what you know to be true about God's character, even when your emotions scream the opposite. It's an act of will, not a feeling. It's choosing obedience when it's hard. It's doing the next right thing, no matter how small, even when it goes against your comfort or your own understanding. Each small act of obedience builds a pathway for God's grace to flow, and it's choosing trust when you don't see results. This is perhaps the hardest part. It's believing that God is working in the unseen, like a seed growing underground. Your faithfulness today is watering a harvest you may not yet see. This is the heart of perseverance. And then comes the promise. You will receive what He has promised. Not maybe, not possibly, you will. Key insight breakthrough is not just about timing. It's about endurance. Many people stop right before something shifts, not because God wasn't working, but because they ran out of patience. Real-life connection. Think about your journey. How many times has God come through before? How many times did things work out, even when it didn't look like it would? This moment is not different. It just feels harder because you're closer. Devotional depth. Sometimes the greatest battle is not external, it's internal. It's the battle to keep believing, keep trusting, keep showing up, even when nothing seems to be happening. But something is happening. You just can't see it yet. Practical application. Guard your confidence. Keep showing up even when it's hard. Remind yourself of God's past faithfulness. Choose perseverance over quitting. Reflection. In the quiet of this moment, let's ask ourselves, have I been tempted to give up right before a breakthrough? Lord, help me not to throw away my confidence. Strengthen me to keep going when I feel tired. Remind me that you are faithful and that your promises still stand. Give me the endurance to keep walking forward in faith. Amen.